Okay, so I finished my hatchet and I've actually been wearing it for about 2 weeks. And it's been actually working fine. So I've been wearing it horizontally and it's been going good. So for this video, I'm just gonna talk about, I'm just gonna show you the hatchet itself, and then I'm gonna talk about briefly about the dimensions, just in case like somebody hasn't seen my other videos. But in the next video, I'll actually use it, I'll chop things with it and stuff like that. And I'm gonna mainly compare it to what I used to wear, which is the cold steel Tanto. And yes, I know it. I mean, like one's a knife and one's a hatchet. But I kind of want to talk about what I'm like giving up on by going to a hatchet and compared to a knife, and what I'm gaining to at the same time. So I'll talk about the sheath too in a second. I won't go into this too much. I do have other videos. It'll get kind of boring if I talk too much about like the design and stuff like that. But so it's a 10-inch long. Well, it's 10 inches long by 4 inches wide, and then the edge is a little bit more than 2.5 inches. The stock it's about 5/16, and it weighs a pound and 1.6 pounds. It's CPM 3V, and it was professionally heat treated by Peter's Heat Treat to 60 to 61 Rockwell hardness. The handle is Terra Tough. It's gray Terra Tough, and then the pins are silicone bronze. Silicone bronze is nice because it gives it like a little bit of a copperish hue. So it's still a little bit golden, but it's still kind of like a little bit copperish. Now the back it isn't sharp. It's just crowned, and you can hear there's somebody out there cutting their grass. So the back is actually crowned, and I did that just so I can actually break stuff with it, stuff that I wouldn't want to use my edge on. The edge, for anybody who's seen my videos, this was supposed to be polished, but it ended up being too fat behind the edge. So I don't know what you would call it, the cheeks, I guess, of the edge. So I had to ground down the cheeks and then finish the edge with a diamond stone, just to get everything to where so it's actually biting pretty nice. The edge is actually a convex edge. Let's see if I can get that on camera. And that's what's nice about a hatchet. You can get a cross section, cross cut of the edge itself. So yeah, this is actually where it is. It's a nice compromise to it can still split stuff, and I'll show you that in that later video. It can still split stuff. It can still do fine work. You can still cut really well. This is rounded out just so I can, and it's been working fine actually too, just so I can do finer cuts, have a little bit more control over the edge. So it's rounded out here, and this, actually I haven't used that yet. So I left this at a 90-degree angle, these two edges, so I can actually scratch stuff with it. So like a ferro rod or just like a piece of wood or something like that if I want to do any shavings. I don't go out to the woods and stuff like that, but just it's good to have a design where you can just use it for a lot of things. Yeah, so other than that, it's worked out really good. I'm actually really happy with it. Now the next thing that I had to do, which is kind of like, I had to think of a way of being able to wear this horizontally. So normally, for a hatchet or an axe, what you see is it'll have something like a piece of leather or Kydex or whatever that covers the edge, and then you'll have some kind of like strap that snaps on. And then what you do to actually pull it out, so this will go vertically on your hip, but what you do to actually pull it out is you have to unsnap it and then pull it down. And that guy's getting pretty close. Well, so I had to think of a way. I wanted something where I can wear it horizontally, but I can still pull it out quickly. I didn't want something that I had to like unsnap something and then pull it out, or I had to just instantly. And I think I actually came up with something that, well, it works perfectly fine that way. So I came up with this, and I got a new camera. or a new phone that has a better camera, and everything looks uglier on this camera. You can see like the scratches and everything. So this is just, you know, a whole piece of leather, and I screwed it to the back of this Kydex just using Chicago screws, and I just put my belt through here. And this screw in particular, if you see, it doesn't go all the way. So I mean, of course I need it to open, so this is everything else. All the other screws do go from one side to the other, and except this one. And I made it out of aluminum just in case when I do put it in and pull it out, you'll see that the aluminum actually rubs off on the steel. But I did aluminum just so it won't be scratching. Even though it's like, you know, like all scratched, I don't want unintentional scratches on this thing. So it is an aluminum Chicago screw. The design itself, you can only pull it out one way, and I'll show you that. So you can't pull it out this way, of course, because yeah, here you can't pull up. And I'll show you. I'll wear this too. I'll show you while I'm wearing it, and I'll pull it out, and I'll reiterate this too, so it kind of makes more sense. You can't pull up on it because when you do, it pivots, and it does have a slight curvature here. But even if it didn't, it would still get stopped by this little corner here. This part right here, the reason I cut this out is because I do want retention for all this whole section here, except I don't want any retention here because that's actually where it comes out. So the way you pull it out, and it has these little this flare here on this corner, just so when I do put it back, it's a little bit easier. So the way I do it, just like this, and there it is. The way you pull it out is basically up like that. So yeah, and I just wanted to make it easier and, you know, have it nice and consistent. So I didn't want any retention here that you know, would stop me from just being able to do just a nice clean, you know, one move just to pull it out if I want to. I still kept all this. I mean, part of the reason is I need this Chicago screw here for, you know, for the back. But I also want a retention here because this thing still, like, let's see if I hold it. I don't know. I'll hold it here. If I hold it here, see, I can shake it a bunch of times, and this thing weighs 1.6 pounds, so a little bit more of a pound and a half, and it still won't come out. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, so I wanted to keep retention. I don't want it to come out when, you know, when I don't want it to come out, and when I do, I wanted to, you know, to fly out basically, just because, you know, it's not. I mean, there's like, well. And this sheath does do all those things. So yeah, it came out nice. And so yeah, so next up I'll show how it looks on me. Okay, so this is how it looks on me. And I usually have my shirt over it, you know, this part right here. But, you know, just to show you, I'm gonna have it like this. So it doesn't get in the way at all, like having it here. So I can still move my legs around. It's fine. But if I do wear it, you know, anywhere else, like for example here, it does actually dig into my leg. But other than that, yeah, it's fine. It's actually comfortable here. To take it out, so super easy to do it that way. To put it back in, actually, it's a little weird at first, but I got used to it just from doing it so much. The only thing you gotta watch out is your shirt. You don't want to pinch it because it will poke holes in it. So. And once again, of course, I can't take it out this way. I can't take it out this way. So yeah, came out really nice. And just, you know, actually, wait a second. So this is how I wear it, basically, like this. And even like that, it still comes out fine. Yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know. I always answer questions. And other than that, I can't really think of anything else. So yeah, okay, all right, bye.